Hey guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and this is LCD30. This is, to me, I was lucky because when my husband was deployed and we had the family readiness group, we weren't alone and they supported us. And you're going to see some more, and I think this is second or third, my third layout on when we got a chance to go to Tucson Zoo, and it was paid for by the government so that we had support and we had family around us. Though we weren't family, but then again, in the military world, our military neighbors and friends are our family. So I got a chance to go, and one of the things I got fascinated with, though, one of the things I enjoy moving across the country is the birds are amazing across this country. I have seen things that most people never see. So when I got a chance to go to the Tucson Zoo, I got to see animals animals I've never seen. But birds, they were amazing, and there are birds there that I have never seen here. And if you guys have ever seen a roadrunner, it's not like the show. They're actually ugly. And you probably wouldn't even recognize that there are roadrunners. But I was fascinated by the birds at the zoo. There are more than these pictures, but I took my favorites out, and I want to share them with you. And by the way, for those who think flamingos are actually in Florida, there's not. They're a Caribbean bird. They're mainly in zoos and wildlife places. There are birds that will turn pink here, and that's because of the shrimp and plankton they eat. That's why flamingos turn pink. So I want to share you this one. So, I mean, you might see one maybe down in the Keys in lower part of Florida, but I've never been down there long enough to notice it. So, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if you're more here in Florida in the southern tip. But I'm more in the center here in Tampa Bay area. Anyway, I want to show you this one. This one I call Birds of a Feather, which I thought was funny. And it's a simple layout, but again, sometimes the paper works for you and sometimes you work the paper. In this instance, the paper worked for me. So those who are afraid to do layouts, don't be, because sometimes the paper inspires you and it triggers something in your head. And this is why I tend to buy a lot of paper. So this is, and I'm going to turn you here a little bit. This is my Birds of a Feather. I'm going to go from left to right. I am standing up for this one so that you can see the whole thing. And then I'm going to get down a little closer for you so you can see it all. There are 2 pages. It is a 2-page layout. And if you can see, it does have macaws in the back, or parrots. Oh, toucans, sorry. No, they're not toucans. Those are, they're not military macaws. Anyway, they're beautiful birds either way. It's actually, both pages had birds on it. And if you ever saw my Very Tweet Kids, and I show you how to flip pages around. These are both of these pages are exact same thing. The great thing about some of these pages, and you can use them to your benefits, to where the design kind of goes from left to right, from the top left corner to the bottom right corner, however you want to do it. There was actually birds underneath here, and I made the paper work for me. Actually, I made the paper work for me with this, but I made I worked the paper when it came to this situation. So I want to go across. These birds are amazing. I have to show these. These are gorgeous. I mean, they sort of remind you, this one reminds me of a plant. And if you look, it kind of has a star effect. And then these, I mean, I don't know if you guys know the birds or have seen them, but I have never seen majority of these birds. One of my favorite birds is a military macaw, obviously, because I'm a military wife. But I have seen some weird birds, like that one. It's almost like a blue jay, but it's not. It's got a feathery top, fuzzy feathery like a boa, and its eyes are red, including the inside of his eye, except his pupil's red. Of course, that's a military macaw. No idea what that thing is. And in all the adventures I've had, I've got a chance to see different vultures in different places, and hawks and eagles. Eagles are much bigger than what people actually imagine, and their nests are the size of king-size mattresses. And that I've got a chance to see. I got a chance to see that at Cape Canaveral at the NASA Center. So here's another beautiful parrot family member. And then this thing was creepy. I mean, look at, I had my professional camera at the time. Look at the details on that bird. It's just wicked. And of course, it wouldn't be any page anywhere in the warmth area without flamingos. And that's more of their natural environment, not so much like bush gardens. This was a freaky bird. These 2 birds, that one and this one, was huge. Not as big as egrets or sand cranes. And the sand cranes and egrets are big here. I mean, the sand crane's almost as tall as I am. and that kind of freaked me out when I moved here. And the egrets are like that. Seagulls, by the way, or pelicans, are ugly as shit. I don't know why people like them. They're just ugly as sin. Pelicans, seagull, no, not seagull. Seagulls are okay. It's the pelicans. Ugly as hell, ugly as sin. Now, this is one of the ducks, obviously. Look how beautiful. I'd never seen this design, and the one thing here in Florida, I'd never seen such a variety of ducks. Now, I left a place here, and with a little brighter of the green so that I have a place to journal, and I will journal when this is over. Look at the beautiful birds. I had a blast with this one, and what I did is I took a scallop punch, and I'm going to try to get down a little better here, so sorry if it's a little shaky. I took a scallop punch because I had these clear alpha epoxies. Ooh! My bench moved, sorry. Clear epoxy alphas. And what I did is I did, I think it's a 1-inch scallop. And then I inked around the edges so it started to look like feathers. And then I pop dotted each one. So these are very simple layouts for those that are starting out. And then of course I did birds at the top, and then of in the middle, and feather at the bottom. So I hope, I'm gonna try to get back up because I don't want to fall. Look at that one. I never really did focus on that. I mean, it's just really weird on some of these birds. So I wanted to share those. They're really cool. I wanted to share the pictures of the birds. It's simple, and one of the reasons, again, why I did this one this way is, one, I had a lot of pictures, and I didn't feel like putting pockets in it. And I took my my favorite birds, and I have a lot more, but there are very few that when I had my professional got very heavy. So I wanted to share this, and to share with those who are struggling with starting out on doing layouts. This is a really good one, but notice how they're angled in different places. It's a collage design, obviously. I mean, you guys can see that, but I made sure that I didn't cover up the birds. Anyway, I hope you like it. This is March 30th of 2016. This is Birds of a Feather and Lucky Charms Day, obviously 30. So if you're wondering what LCD means, each month I have a theme, and I'll be releasing April's tomorrow. So I hope you like it. And the first, I'm not going to say what the theme is for April yet, but the first one will be on the 1st. Now, if you see gaps on mine, that's because people are sharing on my page. And if you have a project you want to share, please let me know. When I do a theme, make the project that you have work with the theme, or make your project work with the theme. Don't make the project work with the theme. Don't do the opposite. You don't have to make a project to go with the theme of the month. Make the project and talk about it with the theme of the month. So like with this one, I've been very lucky to get a chance to go in the charms. I mean, to me, I got friends around me. They're my lucky charms. I mean, do you see how I did that? Just note that that's how I kind of do it. Now, July obviously will be Christmas in July. So I always do that, and then my spook days are in December. So, yeah, I mean, it's great. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subby. I'll be getting back into teaching. I have a couple layouts that I've been asked to teach, so I will be teaching them. Some of them might be in stop parts because of some of them take a while to do, like the Grandma Me quilt design. I will show how to do that. But again, enjoy Birds of a Feather in my series on my Tucson Zoo trip. Like, it was 8 years ago because my husband was Joey was born on the day. I'd say 8.5, about 8.5, 9 years ago. I think it's almost 9 now. That was the last time he was in Iraq. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate, comment below, or email me at charmingcustomcrafts@yahoo.com. It's the same as the channel name, just add at yahoo.com behind it, and follow me on Instagram, comment over, like my page on Facebook. Bye guys.